Morning, guys. Saturday morning. Working on the green truck. This is my nice one that you guys don't get to see very often. It's only got 87,000 miles on it. It's kind of been a test truck over the years. It's my nice truck I try to take care of, but I bet you this truck has had 80 different turbo injector setups on it over the years. It's just incredible. It is getting another test subject going on today. We'll probably get finished up this weekend. And I wasn't even planning on making a video on this thing. As I'm taking this apart, it's things that even guys that mess with this stuff all the time, we get bit in the butt by the install type stuff, the application. It ends up always being the turbo's fault. You purchase a turbo from us and it doesn't work as advertised. Man, guys can get really bent out of shape playing the blame game. And what I want to show guys today is we all can fight install issues. So this truck currently, the last time it was out, we went and won a dirt drag, or at least I bowed out of that dirt drag. Truck's making, I don't know, north of 70 pounds of boost, running really good, it's fast. But I don't drive it very often, so I just don't have a bunch of seat time in this truck anymore. It does a lot more sitting. So we drove it, had a good time, and we parked it. Well, it's time to put a different primary on this thing. Going to do some testing on some new ball bearing stuff. And lo and behold, you get down in here, and we've got a little bit of some turbo leaks. Oil drains are real. This truck is no different. This turbo here, the way that it's positioned, man, the drain on this thing was a pain in the butt. But the bigger thing is this interstage pipe. I'm gonna get this thing off for you guys. This is the outlet of the S300 that runs to the intercooler. This has a rubber hose on it. We machined an outlet to go on the S300 to clear some of these braces and remade this pipe and stuff just so it doesn't hit over the years as things change. And it's got a boot down here and with some hose that I've ran for years and years, and it is Napa. There might be a part number on it still. I think it's like 60/20 3-inch hose, super thick. I've never actually burst this hose, but it is radiator hose. So the concern was always, over time you might get some dry rot or heat crack because it's eating very high temperature air come out of both of these turbochargers. But it's kind of not on my big concerns list because we just barely drive the truck. It gets like 300 miles a year put on it, okay? So, get that off. Let's see if I can pull some of this stuff off and show you what we are fighting. I don't know if this will actually even come off. May have to edit some stuff over. Just a moment. Let me get underneath the truck here. I'll loosen up that intercooler pipe so I can twist that over easier. And we will see what we got going on here. That should be enough. So the point of this video is this did not start out to be maintenance today. Not at all. This was going to be a turbo flop, and then we're going to go drive the truck. But as we get in here, you got to take care of your trucks. This goes for me and this truck and you and the next truck. This is the first crack that I saw, okay? Right there. And then as I was feeling around, loosening these up, that's on the backside. This truck, I can stick my finger through that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that is all the way through. Even with those two enormous boost leaks, this truck is still making 70 or better PSI of boost. We've got a pretty aggressive primary on this thing. But these leaks right here, this is detrimental to the way that your truck runs. I mean, we're leaving, on this particular truck, we're probably talking about 100 horsepower loss right there. And because I don't drive this thing very often, we just go do a couple spirited runs every once in a while. We've been in the race truck a whole bunch more this year. It's one of those things you don't necessarily catch, and I will be honest, I didn't catch it this morning until I started removing parts, and you can visually see it. So changing those things right there, that is going to make manifold pressure go way up. That is going to make the smoke output of this truck go way down, your EGTs go down. We've got so much turbo on this truck, and it spools so fast, so low in the RPMs, that it's obviously been hiding that clear issue. But we all fight them. So make sure that you're doing good maintenance on your truck. It's very rarely the turbocharger's fault for the truck not running good. If the turbo's tight and we're not making contact, it's probably a supporting mod, whether it's your fuel setup or your lift pump or your intercooler piping, your boots, the O-rings. Lots of times these O-rings are split, left out, not put on S400 flanges, thinking that we don't need them. You don't got that O-ring in there, and this dude is a leaker. So just make sure you're on point with your maintenance. Maintenance can catch up with anybody. It's just important. You don't do your maintenance, eventually you're gonna break parts, your truck's gonna run bad. If we would've kept running this truck, if this was a daily driver and we would've kept running this truck, we're gonna eventually overspeed these turbochargers so much so often, we're going to lose turbos. We're going to thrust them completely out, and it's it, you know. Now it's time for turbo rebuilds or turbo replacements. So stay on point with maintenance, guys.